So the Royal Albert Hall is one of London's most iconic venues. It's a place where music, culture and history come together. Lighting should help the hall feel like a place of wonder. A space where artists are supported to deliver their best and audiences feel that they're part of something extraordinary. The hall's vision centres on being a place for breathtaking moments and lasting memories, and lighting plays directly into that by shaping the mood, the focus and the emotional tone.
We have a standard rig of about 300 fixtures. The Martin fixtures are the Viper Wash DX, the Mac Ultra Performance, the Mac Encore CLDs, the ELP PARs and the Aura XIPs. Those fixtures are very adaptable and they can be used for many purposes and the designer's needs. We wanted fixtures that keep the noise floor down so that we don't compromise on the audio experience for events like classical concerts, televised events, spoken word events. We were very conscious of fan noise in those situations, and with the Mac Ultra, for example, we're able to use those for performances that we never used to be able to use moving lights for because they are so quiet. The features that are most valuable to us are things like output, because the throw of the fixtures is quite extensive here in the Royal Albert Hall. The saturated colours or sort of non-saturated colours are really important for certain events, and things like the optics for gobos and custom gobos that we use quite often here, and speed of movement for some of the fixtures as well is quite important, as well as the zoom range, which is important for the throw as well. We expect our fixture to last at least 10 years of use because we use them pretty much every day, and we have about 400 shows a year that they're used for, and they're programmed from first thing in the morning all the way to the end of the day. With so many lighting designers coming through the Royal Albert Hall, we need to have fixtures that they know and want to use. They need to be fixtures that they can adapt and use within their show files and swap their fixtures out if need be. The variety of Martin fixtures allows us to be quite flexible in what we can do. For example, a classical concert might need a slightly different treatment than a rock and roll show. So we've got the tools here with the Martin products to be able to do both and everything in between.
We felt that Martin Professional was the right partner for the Royal Albert Hall. We have such a tenacious show schedule that we really need to stay at the forefront of technology, and working with them on all the new technology is fantastic. To help us with our green initiative, we needed to get lower power consumption, but we didn't want to compromise on the output of our fixtures and the features that we could have. Martin have been able to meet this criteria consistently for the last 6 years of our upgrades. We have 72 ELP PARs in the auditorium alone and another 8 over the choirs. We had to find a balance between power and refinement, and our power consumption has significantly decreased with our new fixtures from Martin. In our last few fixture upgrades, we found that the Mac Ultra Performance just outperformed anything that we tried without any loss of quality and was beautifully adjustable to fit with the rest of our rig. When we upgraded to the ELP PAR, we were replacing quite a lot of our traditional PAR cams. And this gave us a huge colour palette, which lighting designers love, and the zoom on it gave us that ACL look, which a lot of rock and pop really like to use. The Mac Ultras gave us really saturated colours, a lovely crisp beam, nice focus, and the beam shapers really helped with the long throws that we had at the hall. And we upgraded over two sets of these, and we now have 42 in the house rig. Of the 42 that we have 24 over the auditorium and another 18 over the stage. We purchased the Aura XIPs as part of our floor package because we often modify that floor package, and we needed something with a bit of eye candy, and they really fitted the bill. When deciding on purchasing Martin fixtures, we worked very closely with some of our touring LDs that come through here from both musical backgrounds and television. We needed to find exactly what they wanted to see in a fixture. So each time we do an upgrade, we like to give them what they're expecting and a little bit more with some more features, and we see that in Martin products. So having all these new Martin fixtures in our rig has really made it flexible for us, and we're now desirable for a lot of LDs to use our in-house rig. The maintenance of it has become really simple, and the modular build of all this equipment is just fantastic. We find reliability and serviceability is a real key factor when we were selecting fixtures and working with Martin. We need to be able to have someone on the end of the phone when we really need it, and we need to have spares on hand as quickly as possible. We've been in a position to have training directly with Martin Manufacturing, which has allowed our teams to really step up to the plate and be able to service these fixtures in the field. As we began the partnership with Martin, we were able to be involved in some of the product development and see how Martin develops their products out in Denmark. It's a fascinating process, and we're really proud to be a part of that.
From our perspective, it's around bringing together the two masterminds of the industry. both the venue itself and their understanding of how productions work, and then the technology and how that feeds into that ecosystem. The Martin partnership has got longevity. We would love it, but we are very much centred within the ecosystem of the product development and innovation, and so that we can really be part of that conversation and bring the two worlds of the venues dynamic and the technology into one. And the hope is that together we will replenish our existing stock and really provide technology for the future.